Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. Now, I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded a proper YouTube video to this channel. I've been dropping in a few shorts here and there, but I've been busy in the background though. I've been busy working on the build out of my new studio space. And I just wanted to use this video as an introduction to the new space, to the new studio space. Kind of thank you for your patience whilst I was sort of offline. And now that this is completed, at least phase one of the studio is completed, I'll be back to creating content and I'll be back to working on my productions for my clients as well. So as you can see, it's a much bigger space than you've seen me in previously. And that would open up a whole host of opportunities, of new opportunities for the business going forward in terms of, bigger productions, larger scale productions, bigger products that I'll be able to, work on in this space as well. And I've got a few things coming online later on in the year, which would kind of make sense as to why I did have to make that move into getting a bigger space. Now, in addition to me using this space as a hub for my productions and the home of Kurth Noel Creative, I'm going to be using this space and opening it up to creatives as well as a studio for hire. So photographers, videographers, if you needed a space to use, this will be available for hire. And that is actually one of the reasons why it took a little bit longer than I would have liked, because if I was just moving my equipment for here, pretty much all I really needed was some storage solutions. But because I was opening up the space to other creatives, then I had to think about a host of other things, including acoustics, backdrops, that kind of thing that would make it, appealing for creatives who would want to use the space as well. And of course, I've documented the journey and the process as well. So for the major projects, we have, videos on that I yet have to edit, but I'll be bringing, the challenges that came with those and, kind of how I did it type video for each of the projects that I did record for. So I definitely did outgrow my old studio. Everything was just closing in on me, and I pretty much hardly had any space to work with the equipment inventory that was just getting bigger and bigger by the day. So before we end this video anyway, I just kind of wanted to take you back briefly, if you haven't seen the old studio, but I wanted to take you back briefly and I wanted to share my thoughts. And this is kind of more for inspirational and motivational reasons as well. So I just want to take you back there just quickly before we end this video. Hey guys, what's up? So it is finally time. It is that time for me to move on onto other things. No, not necessarily. I'm just moving out of this space, and that move is quite imminent. I'm due to move within the next day or so. And so before I left here, I really wanted to show you, because I never actually showed you around this studio space. And this space is responsible for a lot of the work that I've created in the past, 4 to 5 years. And I just wanted to say that, this space, as has its challenges in terms of the size. It used to be a big space, but it's not anymore because of the amount of equipment that we've acquired over that time. But I guess my point is that I was really grateful. I am really grateful to have had somewhere at least that I can work out of. Like I say, it does have its challenges, and I find that the walls are now closing in on me as it gets filled up with more and more stuff. So the actual area that I have to work, my working area, is becoming very tight and very small. And so an opportunity has arisen for me to, get a bigger space. And so I am kind of saying goodbye to my home studio. Yeah, I think I'm having trouble with that. I spend so much time in here, but no, for real, this has served me very well. And I know a lot of people do this stuff in their, in their bedrooms and in their living rooms and produce some really amazing work from there. And that comes with its challenges in itself. It's your living space as well, and you might have to break down and take down your equipment, storage and that kind of thing. But don't let that deter you. Just keep on keeping on. Just keep on creating. Just keep on doing what you do with whatever equipment you have, with whatever space that you have, to be honest with you. And it can only grow and get better from here. So before we move on and before we move out, I just wanted to give you a really quick whistle stop tour of the studio that I've been working in for the last 4 to 5 years. So just to give you a little bit of reference, this whole space is just about 20 meters square, and the ceiling, the highest part of the ceiling is 2.5 meters. And as you can see, this is about in the middle of the room, and it slopes downwards to like 2.3 meters. So there was definitely a serious height restriction with regards to where I can place lighting and that kind of stuff. So if we start just in this corner right here, I've got a sofa situation going on here. Then I have a little bit of storage here. So I store mostly all of the bags and stuff that I'm not using on here. This is my workbench. Up on here, we have the pneumatic sort of storage area. So anything pneumatic related, you know, actuators, launchers, that kind of thing is currently sitting on there. We have these boxes that are filled to the brim, and you know, really a lot of the times you can't even find what you're looking for in there. Yeah, gotta have a little printer. And these storage systems from IKEA, you know, it's probably not what it says on the label that's in there. And now in this corner right here, it's just sort of a storage, more storage mess. Light stands, lighting equipment. So these are some DIY LED lights. And over here we have the command station. Basically this is the computer desk. This is my editing desk with my iMac just here. Over in this corner here, again, everything is really tight. So some boxes where I've got products that's waiting to be filmed. And there's a little shelf there with the camera equipment on here. Over in this corner here, we've made a paper holder roll. So that's just keep the backdrop rolls a little bit tidy over here. The compressor sitting on the floor just there. And if we come around on this side, again, we just got stuff on the corners. Just sitting on the floor. And yeah, back around now to that corner. So essentially this area right here is my workspace. So that is it. So yeah, you know, I just thought it was super important to kind of show you this as I continue to build and grow the brand. You know, just kind of show you kind of where it came from. I think that is so important. Yes guys, so welcome to the new space. Welcome to the new studio, the new creative space. It's a lot bigger, as you can see, than where I was. As you can hear, it's so echoey in here. There's just reverb everywhere. But hopefully once we get some furniture in and once we get some equipment in, that's gonna help to kind of dissipate some of that and get rid of that. I may have to do some additional treatment, but we'll see where we are when we have the furniture and everything set up. And the thing you should take away from that is the fact that, you know, everything happens in its own time and you can't rush the process. You just got to trust the process. Finally, I just wanted to say thanks to my friends and family for the support throughout this journey, throughout this move, throughout this transition into the new space. You know, my friends that helped me to actually move in here, my friends that helped me to build a lot of the stuff that you see in here. So, you know, apart from that, guys, I look forward to creating new content in this space for you guys. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you very soon right here. If you're not subscribed, ensure to subscribe to the channel, like this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.